pandemic. The Ontario government now allowing trades to go back to work and back into people's homes, but due to backlogs, hard to get a plumber or electrician to come fix stuff. That's where Peter Glaw from Premier Quality Renovations comes in, where you can get minor problems fixed virtually. Thanks for joining us virtually via Skype. So this concept has been around pre-pandemic.
Yeah, Bob, it's been around for quite some time, but during the pandemic, it's been very, very popular. People have had a lot of problems, and they didn't know what to do, who to call, can they call anybody, so they gave us a call on their virtual online service.
Yeah. Are there any trades, who can come into a home right now? What trades can and can't?
As of last Tuesday, pretty well all trades are free to come into your home with proper precautions, PPE, and proper masking and social separation. Prior to Tuesday, only essential services were allowed to come in.
Okay. How does this work?
Well, what happens with our online service, people call us and they diagnose a problem. We normally get online with them via a phone or a Skype or FaceTime, and then we look at the problem with them. It's just kind of like having a virtual contractor in your pocket. So we see what they see and try to diagnose a problem without them having to call the trades, perhaps.
Right. So it solves that problem of backlogs within trades, but also a lot of people may not be comfortable with COVID-19 precautions, just having someone in the home. And if they can do it themselves with your help, then great. So how much does it cost?
Well, the first call is free of charge for everybody. And many times we can diagnose the problem the very first time around. And if they actually want to do a renovation, then it's $250 for a visit.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I wish we were doing this interview in my backyard. Because I got an outdoor tap that's not working, so I may hook up with you later. But let's go through some example problems. Peter, my dishwasher is leaking.
We recently had a gentleman call us, and he showed us he was dribbling all over the place. The water was coming through to his basement. Big problem. So I asked him, please turn off the water supply leading to his dishwasher and the main house. Remove the cover plate underneath the dishwasher. Turn back on the water gently, and the water was pouring out of his supply hose that had come off the motor. So we had him turn off all the water and then send it over our plumber and repair the problem. But had he not have talked to us, had he not have shot the water, he could have gone through literally fives or tens of thousands of dollars of damage to his home.
Oh yeah, absolutely, with the flooring, and oh yeah, that's a nightmare scenario. When is it an emergency? Like you just got to get somebody in. I mean, that's obviously one.
Absolutely, we've had some other cases where a fellow had a very, very bad roof leak, and around the skylight area, and same thing. He called us. Water was coming through the skylight, and we got on the phone with him, and same thing. We saw what he saw. And 2 days later, we had our roofer over, replace the skylight, replace the shingles. At that time, we were still under lockdown, but being that a roofer is an essential service at that time, the problem was taken care of, and now it's a brand new roof, new skylight.
Yeah, this is really great at troubleshooting and avoiding maybe some unnecessary calls. Let's quickly, while we still have some time, let's get to one more example, leaking sink.
We had a leaking sink, and the gentleman showed us again via FaceTime, and we had him undo the drain, put some white Teflon tape around the threads which he had, tighten it back up again. I was with him all this time, virtual contractor in your pocket, and I asked him to turn on the water, and voila, the leak was solved. He just saved themselves at least $250 for not having a plumber. This is a permanent fix, Bob.
Wow, amazing. And just a few of many examples. I'm sure a lot of people have some issue at home, and they'd be interested in speaking with you virtually and getting some help in troubleshooting. We will link up Premier Quality Renovations at CHCH.com. Peter Glaw, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
You too. All right, it's going to be a hot day. Brian's back with the forecast and lots more Morning Live coming up.